Well, hello, Instagram, and I think we're getting there on the Facebook. Um, I'm just trying to um, make sure that everything is everything because it's been a really crazy day for me. I'm not doing any makeup today because I got to be like really honest. I'm not feeling too good. So I really don't have the intention of being on here super long if I don't have to be. Now, I am opening the floor for questions. So if there are questions, I do want you to ask. Um, and understand with Facebook, with me using Zoom on Facebook, I can't always see all the comments until after the broadcast, which I think hopefully one day they'll get that all worked out. Um, But go ahead and put your questions in the comments, and I will answer them um, after the broadcast. Or since tomorrow is the last day, especially if it's something that I feel like is a burning question for a lot of people, I'll answer it tomorrow on our last day. So let me just do one more thing here. Okay, trying to get my Facebook to do right. But technology don't always do what we want it to do. But we will do what we can do and give thanks for that. All right. Let's see if it'll let me do what I'm trying to do. Okay. So in the meantime, hello. How are you doing? My name is Allison Rozelle, and I am the spiritual liberation coach. And I am also a Usui Reiki master healer as well as a Usui Reiki Master instructor. Yeah. And you can enroll right now in the Sacred Pathway Academy um, for my Reiki certification course. And you do that by going to tinyurl.com slash Reiki Life 21. That's tiny, tinyurl.com/Reiki Life 21. Now, you may be wondering why the 21? Because it's 2021. And I want it to be different. That's why. So, I'm very excited about this course, y'all, as I've told you a many a time. So tonight, um, we're not going to pull a card. Um, as we have been because I have something I want to share with you. Um, and I will be reading this. So I'm not going to pull a card unless Spirit leads me and says, go ahead and pull one. But right now, I'm not feeling that I need to do that because what I have to share, um, it's really good. Or I felt it was really good. So, so today, I'm answering questions, but I also wanted to share this with you first before I start answering questions. Um, so I am a huge Iyanla Van Zant fan, follower. I love her. I have so many of her books that are on my shelf and that are not on my shelf. I love her work. I love her ministry. I love how she teaches. I love how she coaches. I love how she loves. because you can feel the love, in my opinion, with every word she speaks, with every coaching exercise she gives her clients, with everything that she does. That's why I lovingly call her Mama Iyanla. And I've never met that woman. And uh, the day that I do, everybody gonna know. The day that I do. So, something that I have read before, and now I'm rereading it because it's just so powerful. I love to read like a daily devotional of some sort, and she actually has quite a few. Um, so until today, I think it's the first devotional of hers that I purchased, and I loved it. Um, and then the second one is the famous Acts of Faith. I love this book. I love books. So Acts of Faith by Ian Van Zandt. Blocking everything. Sorry. And so today's entry was very interesting to me because I usually read this first thing in the morning, but for some reason this morning, I think it's because I don't feel well. I just wasn't in the headspace to do it. And I also know that everything is divine. So it's very possible that I wasn't supposed to read it. And I say that because um, I host a Sunday morning service on Clubhouse. So I was doing my Sunday morning service on Clubhouse, and it was extremely powerful. The cards that came up, the words from Spirit. So when I read this, I was like, well, this is exactly what I was just teaching on. And you may be saying, well, what does that have to do with Reiki? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. It has a lot to do with Reiki. Maybe not Reiki itself, but um, I would say more of it has something to do with you regarding your journey, your spiritual journey, whether it includes you taking the Reiki certification course or not. So, and since I am a coach, first and foremost, I feel like things like this are just important to share. So today's entry. So when she does her daily devotional, she'll start with a quote from someone, and then she goes into her message, and then she'll give like an affirmation, and then she'll give some reflection questions and things like that. So first of all, this quote is short, sweet, to the point, and I'm like, well, damn. It says, fewness of words, greatness of deeds. Fewness of words, greatness of deeds. And I'm going to butcher this person's name, and that's not my intention, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm guessing it is Abdullah or Abdul Baha. So, what she goes on to say is, what are you waiting for? With all you say you want, there is, and she's listing these things, a dream for you to follow, a goal for you to set, a plan for you to make, a project for you to begin, an idea for you to act on, a possibility for you to explore, an opportunity for you to grab, a choice for you to make. If not, you shouldn't have anything to talk about. And the affirmation says, today I will make it my business to say less and do more. So I love this because, again, it gave me confirmation on what I talked about today on Clubhouse. And it also gives a great reminder that we can't just talk about it, we got to be about it. You can't just like piss into the wind. I mean, you can, but it's time for some decisions to be made. And the reason why this is relevant to Reiki is because I too was dragging my feet in signing up to get certified in Reiki. I drug my feet for that, and it took me a minute, even after I found the course that I wanted to take. I found the teacher that felt right and aligned for me. Um, I still drug my feet. Why? Because a myriad of things. So let's break down what she says. She says, "What are you waiting for? With all you say you want, there is a dream for you to follow." I'm not trying to be Martin Luther King at this moment, but I do have a dream. I have a dream. I have a vision for my life. And what good is it if I'm not going to follow it or follow through? A goal to set. And I set that goal to take a Reiki healing course to get certified. And I kept procrastinating and kept procrastinating. A plan for you to make. Well, my plan was and still is to have a practice where I use various forms of divination to give my clients the maximum results in their healing journey. A project for you to begin. So I had buku projects, but I wasn't seeing nothing through. An idea for you to act on. I had a lot of ideas. And here's the thing with ideas, because sometimes we'll say, I'm wanting a divine idea. But what I'm learning is a lot of times, most of the ideas you have are divine, especially if they have to do with your purpose and your passion. You're not getting those ideas for nothing. They're not just showing up just for the hell of it. They are for you to act on them, to take steps, to understand that, okay, I have this vision, I have this dream, I have these plans, because I got this idea, right, of what I want to do and how I want to do it. So now comes the point where I have to execute it. A possibility for you to explore. This is a possibility for you. This is not just a possibility, but it's an opportunity for you to grab. So many of you have come to me before I was even offering this course, expressing interest in learning Reiki. A choice for you to make. You got a choice to make. What choice will you make? Now, I'm not saying if it's not right and aligned for you right now to sign up for the course. I don't want you to do it when it's not right and aligned. I definitely want you to do it when it is time for you to do it. But a lot of you right now, this is the time. You've been thinking about it. You've been praying about it. You've been hoping that, a course would show up. Maybe you were like me, unfortunately at the time, I didn't find very many Reiki practitioners who looked like me, let alone instructors who looked like me. Um, so therefore, there was a lot of hesitation on my part because I was looking for someone that felt right and aligned with what I wanted. And my instructor, my sensei, she felt very right and aligned. But the whole point is, I had to get out of my own way. I had to get out of my own way. I had to stop procrastinating. I had to stop making excuses. I had to stop coming up with all these reasons as to why I couldn't or why I shouldn't, and start thinking of reasons how I can, or not reasons, but ways that I can. Well, if I do this, and if I do take my course, and if I, uh, excuse me, do a certain time of day, that will flow better with my current schedule, and so on and so forth. So I had to start getting out of my own way. And a lot of you right now, you're in your own way. So my question is, what are you waiting for? And I love how she put that basically saying, if you're not going to act, then you shouldn't be talking about it. Sounds good to me. It's time to put up or shut up, as they say. Now, I understand a lot of people have various circumstances as to why they can't sign up right now. I'm not talking to you if it's not the right time for you. I'm talking for the women who have shown up and watched either the live broadcast or the replay, have asked me questions, and um, I can feel that in them. Some of you, I don't even know you, but I'm looking at your name, I'm looking at your profile, I'm looking at the question that you asked or the comment that you made, and I can feel your energy that this is something that you really want to do. So let me just make things a little easier for you. So when I first initially started um, creating this course, because the course, I'll be honest, it's not done. And that's with intention, because even though I have a guidebook that everyone will get, if I feel like we need to spend a little more time with a particular subject, we'll do that. If I feel like not everybody is getting it, or maybe we just need to spend a little more time going over something, then we will do that. But I mean, it's written, but it's not on there, not yet. It's coming. Um, the important parts are there. And let me just say this, as I told you on another broadcast, that I have it where you're not going to get all the lessons all at once. You're not. It's going to come in phases. So if we're talking about chakras, we're not studying level 1 Reiki, not yet, because we got to get that part down pat. So we're not talking about anything. Hello, Goddess Kathleen. How are you doing? I am so happy to see you. I am so happy to see you. And I am I'm loving your program that you have to offer. It's so beautiful. And yeah, I love that. And I love you. I'm just happy to see you. Um, So I have the program where it comes in phases. So we're not going to be touching everything at once. And I did that because I don't want you to rush through the lessons. I want you to take your time. I want you to not overwhelm yourself because it's a lot of information. It's a lot of information. When I was sitting and doing the guidebook, I was like, crap. And honestly, what's in the guidebook still ain't everything. It's not everything. The guidebook is just that we're going to guide. But the lessons itself that I have written out, it's a lot. It's a lot of information. So there's no way that I want you to get overwhelmed with this information. So I say that the course starts on May 17th. And that was because that was the day that popped in my head that the course needed to start. But our very first live is on the 18th. So we're meeting live on Tuesdays. And I didn't choose Monday because sometimes Monday, it's beginning of the week. A lot of us have, jobs, and, Mondays are usually pretty rough. You have like various things that you're doing. So I chose Tuesday nights to do our live. Now, here's the beautiful part about that. Even if you can't make it to the live, you can watch the replay in the virtual classroom. And if you have a question that you want me to address during the live, you can leave comments in the lessons, you can email me, or you can put your questions in the Facebook group, because we do have a Facebook group that goes with the course. So I've got all these means and opportunities for you to be able to voice your thoughts, share your thoughts, share your concerns, be witnessed, be supported. ask your questions. I've got all of that in place just for you because I believe in you and I know that this is something that is important to you. So I have that. But again, it's going to come in stages. It's not going to be all at once. It's not. It's not. So let me go back to what I was saying. Here's what I'm going to do. So originally, when I created the course and I started this, I had a price point. Still got that price point, but I wasn't sure if I needed or wanted to do a payment plan. But there was something that I kept feeling the energy of a lot of the women who were showing up, asking questions, sending me emails, DMs, and everything else. I was like, okay, so let me pray over this and make sure that this is the right move. And then one of the good sisters, who I don't know if she's still in the room or not, she sent me a DM and asked me about a payment plan. First of all, let me just say this. When someone takes action like that, it should be rewarded. And it will be. Because some people want a payment plan, but they didn't have the guts to ask for one. So I appreciate that sister for asking me that question because it also gave me the confirmation that this is what I need to do. So I now have a payment plan available with the course. So you can pay 3 installments and there you go. So if you don't have the entire amount, you can pay on it. You can make a payment. So I'm making it doable as doable as possible for you. Okay. So, excuse me, my allergies killing me. When I finish with this, I'm fixing me a gigantic cup of tea. I am turning on Disney Plus. I'm getting under my covers, and that is going to be all she wrote. That is going to be all she wrote. So I don't see that anyone has asked any questions. Let me check and see if I can see anything on Facebook and see if anyone has asked anything on Facebook. And if it'll show me if anyone's asked anything on Facebook. All right. All right. Okay, so I see Christine is on Facebook. She was on Instagram, now she's on Facebook. It's all good. I love it. And thank you, Janice. Um, I'm in love with my hair. I have to tell y'all. I love it. I love it. So if there are no questions right now, that's fine. Just make sure that if you have questions, leave them in the comments, or you can DM me either on Facebook, you can do Messenger on Facebook, or you can ask questions through Instagram, or if you want to email me, AllisonRoselle@gmail.com, you can do that as well. All right. So if nothing else, and if all hearts and minds are clear, then we're going to get on out of here. And I thank you for coming tonight. And tomorrow is our last night. So we're going to be celebrating. I'm going to do the giveaway. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what the giveaway is. So I'm going to give 2 women their choice between a Reiki healing session or a reading, free card reading. So you get to choose which one you want. Both of them are 30 minutes and you get to choose it. I'm gifting that to 2 women. So better be there tomorrow. Because maybe it's you. I'm looking at the women who come to the sessions, the questions that's been asked, and I've been, praying over who I want to bless with these. I really already know, but I'm going to build the suspense and I'm going to tell you tomorrow. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful evening. Love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let me go get my tea and get in the bed, and I will see y'all. Bye, Instagram, and bye on Facebook.